against the tyranny. Isn't the word tyranny? The tyrannical, like a tyrannosaurus. The absolute, overwhelming, obvious bullshit. Like what can we do against it? Like how do you combat how do you combat bullshit? How do you do it? Like okay, people oftentimes don't like me. You know who doesn't like me? People that love to lie, because they hate truth. The most despised thing in the world is truth. The most despised people on this realm are people that speak the truth. That's what it is. I was the most beautiful, glorious day. Yeah, and, with the exception of two beautifully insane. Both of them were women too. Yeah, no dude in their right mind would tell me to put a mask on. Because if you're wearing a mask, you're a bitch. So a dude wouldn't want to get his face slapped in. You know what I'm saying? He just wouldn't want that. He wasn't gonna be told the truth. He'll just be a bitch and wear a mask all the time. The you ever see these hilarious YouTube videos of like the Karen, and it sometimes has a husband around, which is odd, but he'll always like, come on, Karen, come on, honey, we gotta go. Like she's just wilding the fuck out, and somebody for no reason. This happened to me twice in the same day, and it was just hilarious to me because I was like, you know how during this whole shenanigans going on, no one's really said anything to me ever about putting or not putting on a mask or wearing one or not wearing one. I can walk into most places without one, and most people are pretty much okay with it. And if not, I would use a little bit of like maneuverings and make them think that I have a mask on when I don't. I can trick people. It's for their benefit, though. But I was walking down the street. This is the most amazing thing. You can watch the video of it. It's a couple. It actually happened live on camera, so you guys can see. This is. I'm playing ducks, which oddly enough are not wearing masks, and I was playing. There's two women. I think one of maybe their daughter or one of their daughters. I don't really know. They were all cool, no masks, and ducks, no masks, and everything was a good time. Good conversation, blah blah. So these ducks gives the bird feed to this little girl and say, hey, talk to these chicks. They're cool, everything's cool. Oh, okay, have a good day, and move on. And I go and walk around the corner, and there's a woman, a lady. I don't think I'd call her a woman or a lady. I'd call her something completely different. She walks across the street, and she has a dog. So obviously, I like animals. I play with animals, and and the dog walks up like she's got her mask on. I don't. The dog then she gets within 6 feet of me. Doesn't say anything, but I say, "Hey, I play with your dog," because the dog just walked up to me and starts sniffing me, and the dog puts her nose. I think it was a her dog. Could have been a him dog. I don't know. She probably got a dude dog, probably because she wants to manipulate and control it. That was the energy I got off her. Most people get female. Most people get female dogs for especially if you have a pit bull, you get a female. You don't get a male pit bull. Um, Also, lab, you also get a female. I told Sarah a long time ago of this idea, but anyways, she's got. I think the dog is pit and something, but I think she got a male one. Well, maybe it was a friend, and I was like, "Hey, can I play with your dog?" She goes, she says to me, "She's not if you." And as I'm playing with the dog because the dog, like, it wasn't up to her; it was up to the dog. I was just saying, "Hey, is your dog friendly?" And the dog was friendly. She was not. She was not a friendly. She was a absolute miserable person. Absolute trash. Like I don't even know how this dog was. Though I think the dog was just excited to see a nice person. That's why I wanted to play with. The dog came up, smelled me. I'm playing with it. She said, "No, you can't play with my dog unless you have a mask on." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't." I was like, "Okay, well, your dog's sniffing me with it." I was like, "Where's your dog's mask at?" I asked her, and she kept walking away. So she's pulling her dog, walking away. The dog wants to play. I was like, "Where's your dog's mask at?" So that I'm just, and I'm walking this her. I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm not following you. I'm going to the park. This is where I was going anyways." You know, just kept walking. She's just dragging her dog along, as if the dog. Like I was like, "Are you sure that I didn't get the thing that every dismantles and displays their allegiance to fascism by deleting his videos, yeah, but not allowing his videos to exist on YouTube because I don't know. I guess they are the type of the chick that I walk by the I don't know what to call her. Like I don't know why the word cunt exists. Quite frankly, if I may be frank. You know what's funny is like when people say, "Can I be frank?" It means, "Can I be honest?" Like, well, what do you mean you haven't been honest this whole time? When somebody says, "Can I be honest with you? Can I be frank with you?" You have to suspect just out of the words that lying to me. Can I be honest with you? Ooh, I thought I was being honest. I mean, that's just is that my problem that I expect people to be honest because I am. No, there's like, well, funny is my grandfather, because I'm adopted, but people know this. On my mother's side, his name was Frank, and he was a giant turd sandwich. He was a douchebag. He was a complete moron. He was an absolute. I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about. I don't. I think he was like a Nazi or something. I don't know. I'm gonna make fun of too. And he was a. I don't even know. It doesn't make fun of either. I'm just joking. I don't know. He was just really. He was a mean, bad person. I just that's all I could. His. This is before I knew what auras were and energy was. Like I didn't really know, but I just knew I didn't like him. He was not. He was not nice. But his name was Frank. I was like, I don't think he's been Frank in his entire life. I think he changed his name to lying, floppy donkey dicks. That's what he should change his name to. I don't know. So, so deaf. Anybody know so deaf from back in the '90s? Back in the '90s, so deaf. That's what snowballs or blue cup. Let's do a blue cup. Um, and okay, and during the same day after, okay, it was actually was it before or after? This is I think it was after this happened. No, it was actually, no, I think it was a little before. There was this old woman, old. I'm just painting a picture. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not being racial or racist. I'm just there's a chick outside that did this shit. She was white. She was a white woman. I mean, calling her a woman is giving her too much respect that she doesn't deserve because she didn't respect me. She insulted me. But this so black lady in the elevator, she's pushing her thing. She's old and about. She's gonna die anyways, right? She gets on the elevator. I told the story earlier, but then you guys are new here, so maybe you don't know the story. Maybe you didn't hear the other video. I'll say it again because it's funny to me. It's just so blonde. And then she goes, "Where's your mascot? You should have your mask on." Put my is it good enough mask? Is that I was like, is that good? I'm trying to make her laugh, but I couldn't tell if she's laughing or not. Definitely not laughing. And so she's like, I was like, apparently, I guess you don't understand what the word pandemic means. I think most people should look it up and do that. Yeah, that's what happens. You say certain words, it just shuts the shit up. I haven't moved. I'm in my room. Like, why would it have to reconnect? I said, what did I say? You have a Google. You have a bunch of different browsers. You could just look for. I don't know how to what certain words mean. Maybe you have a dictionary. I don't know. Maybe we have to look in. Maybe you could find a thesaurus. Maybe a thesaurus rex. That's funny. I just made that up. That's my joke right there. The thesaurus rex. What did I say? A sore ass. Which one did I say? No, she was like upset because I wasn't wearing a mask. I was like, but why would I breathe in less oxygen, which is a fact. This is proven even despite the fact of like, oh, there's like a doctor on TV that said he that doubt they exist. Like, I was like, yeah, because I was like, if I put my hand over my mouth, I can't breathe, right? If I put my shirt, it's getting like a shirt over my face. If I put a pillow, well, don't you see or watch these scary movies where they're like in a hospital, they put a pillow over it because that's the same thing as a, you know that's how you so they can't breathe, right? Isn't that the thing? So, and any layer of physical object in front of your face and your nose will give you less oxygen. So this is just a very obvious fact. Now, it's also an obvious fact that when you breathe out, it's oxygen that became. They tell you this. You breathe oxygen, you breathe out carbon. What is it? Dioxide? Is it? How do you? I don't know. How's that work? That's what they used to tell. Now all of a sudden, you can all the oxygen you want all through it, and apparently you don't breathe something out, and it just goes through the mask too. But it will, even though it says on the side of the box, it says it won't do anything for any type of disease or virus or something. Like I don't. It says it right on the box. It says it right on the box. I'm not making it's any type of science or anything. It just says it on the box. I looked at the box. It's right there. It just says. Just not. What's the point? But then I could just do this work too. I could do this. I could just do that. That's fine, right? Anyway, so I was like, but if you took that mask that you've been breathing all day, playing with, touching, pulling, like they write, so this is probably about it. Okay, so this has all of the dirt and bacteria from my beard and from playing with it, and then I put it on my face, so I'm breathing. So there's probably moles on this thing. Quite honestly, I wear this like this. Like it's like a fucking choke collar. I take it off. For me normally it's because I here on my forehead. I don't really wear hats too often. You know, whatever. Here we'll do. Let's wear it this way. Let's do this. Let's just yeah. Is that cool? Is it now? Am I cool? Am I situated proper? Can I now? Where's your mask? It's right here. What if I wore a mask this way? I did wear a mask like this once. Well, a couple times, and people were, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I can see like, well, okay, if I can't see, that's proof of what's happening. I can see a little bit, but isn't it proof that like when I put it here, that if I can't see, I can't. If I put something over my ears, I can hear less. I can see less. If I can see less and hear less, wouldn't I be able to breathe less? Wouldn't that be obvious? Wouldn't that be an obvious result? And then also, isn't there isn't there a little bit of if I took this and I was like, hey, can you put this in the laboratory and tell me what kind of dirt and bacteria are in it? A lot, yeah. But I'm just gonna put it in my pocket, and then I'm gonna what's up, Christopher? I'm putting it in my pocket, and then I'm going to take it out, put it in my face, and then just play with it and put it in my little knapsack, my little my purse. I don't wear a purse. In my book bag. But that's what the people do, and then they'll put it on. You don't think that's filthy? You don't think that's disgusting? No, but if you breathe, but shovel food in your face and breathe. I mean, I think you breathe during shoveling food in your face. I'm again claiming no science here, but I'm sure that humans breathe the oxygen, even though you think that's oxygen you're breathing, Neo. I don't know. Maybe people are above that. I don't know. Maybe you've advanced to beyond even breatharianism, which most people say is not possible. They say you need to eat food, and they say you need to drink liquids, mostly water would be great. They put poison in your water, but no, that's fine. Okay with that. We're okay with putting fluoride because it's because the government loves you, and that's what they're gonna do. They need that, even though you're drinking it. It's good for you. No, actually, you're putting it down in your gullet, down into your body. So, like, how does that even equal? That's not doesn't even make any sense. Uh, so has it, and a couple like CVS and Walgreens has it. There's it's a it's called it's a pink label of water that is fluoridated. It says specifically for babies, fluoridated water for babies. This is really truly what it says. It has a picture of a baby on it. It says it's pink. It says fluoride added, and I was like, babies don't have teeth, so if you it's like, do you see how insane and how completely, absolutely crazy the thing is? One instance, they tell you it's good for your teeth, and they put it in your toothpaste. Okay, good for your teeth. Okay, cool, great. And then the government puts it in your water supply in the sink. It already has fluoride in it, right? They already do that. Didn't you just get it from the sink? But then they say it's specifically for babies, and babies don't have teeth until. So, didn't you say it was good for my teeth, and that's why they put it in the water? Even though I'm drinking it and I'm not putting it in my mouth with buying toothpaste, but I just need it in the water too. Seems a little weird, right? Following this is I'm just trying to this using logic, which I know a lot of people don't have the capacity to even think or use logic, and I mean, it just seemed to be kind of goofy to silly purchase water that had fluoride in it for a baby, but they sell it. That's the thing. People buy it, and people will buy it. That's that is that is absolutely like, where are we? How does this exist? How is it like that is what's the connection? It's a bullshit that you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be feeding your child fluoridated water. This is a bad idea. Because you know what's funny is all of the hold on, let's consider something here. Let's go a little deep for you this your I don't even know what's wrong. Is it your brain that doesn't work? Is it your maybe you have strong teeth? Hold on, let's try this. Let me try this on for size. All these animals that are in the wild, they also have tusks and horns and teeth. Seems to be pretty strong. And you know what they're not doing? They're not asking for a government to give them water with fluoride in it. They're actually drinking out of a pond that's just clean, right? Into the ocean. They don't go to the ocean. They don't drink salt water. Remember, salt is no good. So they're not going to you don't see these things near the ocean. You don't see that they're near bodies that are clean and clear, and just that's what they drink out of. No fluoride, no salt. Huh, interesting. But then I see people in human form. They see animals, in animal form. They have pretty strong chompers, pretty strong, pretty bones. Because your teeth are bone, right? And it's connected to your spine. That's right. These animals seem to exist, and there's no fluoride in the water. But now we need Also, to get jabbed in the arm with a needle with a bunch of, I don't know what's in it anymore. Like who knows at this point. That's I don't remember any of these domesticated animals getting vaccines or anything or stabbed with a needle. They seem to be doing just fine. They don't seem to be getting all of the dog, your cat. Well, you can take it to the veterinarian. You feed it dog. What consider what is dog food? Why do they call it dog food? What kind of asshole are you if you eat dog food? You are. You're an absolute prick. Look at animals in nature. Do they eat animal food? Animal food is human food. It's the same thing. We eat the same stuff. But then there's a bag of dried protein pellets, and you wonder why your dog at 8 years old is you know can't walk right and has all you have to take the vet all the time. Like what is that? That's insane. Out there in the normalized world of oh they're just wild animals, crazy. They're crazy, but crazy animals. They don't seem to be having all the trappings of what domesticated animals have, like the problems and the money. They figured it out. They figured it out. But anyways, when did that become a thing? When did dog food become a wouldn't it, why wouldn't you just feed the dog the same thing you would eat? You know, what kind of in on like in is it insensitive? Is that like why would you treat your animal like that? Oh yeah, look, it's over here. Cola. Oh. I drink soda, cola, pop, the co- Coca Cola, because I like to once in a while. Do I know that it's not the thing for me? Yes, I do, and I that decision to me. You know what I don't do? Is I don't give my animals interact with. Wouldn't give them cola. Give them that because it's not good. It's good for me because I enjoy the whole thing. It's just memories and blah blah blah. And cola at one time was really was actually it's a fact. Dr Pepper. You think Dr Pepper wasn't sold at? I mean, these stores you see as like a pharmacy, right? Like a CVS or Walgreens or whatever. They in the past would sell soda pop and candy and medicine, but the candy was the medicine because they were putting it was using real sugar and some elements that were very, and now we've totally lost our way with what candy is. Candy and soda pop. Dr Pepper had about how many ingredients in it. It's all if you look into what it should. Now it's just flavor. It's not those anymore. They were supposed to be those great ingredients with um, distilled water, and the reason they would put the bubbles in it was for all of that had a reason. It was a medicine. Hmm? Now it's just something. Yeah, people just it's a poison. They've turned all medicine into poison, and you feed your dog food, and we think that you know, I don't know what people think anymore. Like it's I've again and again and you know confronted with this absolute reality. The absolute reality. As much as I want, I believe, I want to, like I want to believe in aliens. Like I want to believe. I want to believe people are good, kind, good-hearted. I have empathy. I do, and I know why people are there. But I just assume everyone is a good person, and it's just not true. And most people, I assume people are smart, and this is not true. People are really dumb. People who have empathy, people are really like the in this new world that we're to apparently. These people need to go. They need to either become I don't know. I don't know, better people, whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I know what a hug feels like. I know what a handshake feels like. I know what it feels like to be with certain types of people. And most people, I feel like, how are you? That's my general. Like, I just, I like this whole thing with the, I don't know. Yeah. Social, they call it social distancing. Or do they change it to physical distancing? Because what an what an insane thing to say, social distancing. How can you say social distance 6 feet? That's not even English. That doesn't even make any sense. People just say, "Yeah, you got a social distance," but it's no, it's physical distance. It's a full 6 feet. So I can physically show you what 6 feet is. I can't socially tell you what 6 feet is. It doesn't even make any sense. Why are all of the letters in the thing that's going on right now? Why are they all capitalized? How many times do they change the name of what the hell's going on? What a what a what a insane amount of malarkey. And then people that's continue. I'm like, you shouldn't be here on this realm. Like I don't. Apparently, you can help a child, you can instruct, you can teach for a good reason. No, it's like these are like t- they're little tall babies. Like I don't know, like it's like you've had enough. You've been here long enough, and you still can't figure out what's going on. Shouldn't they just go? Shouldn't we just get rid of them somehow? Like I could understand like I can understand like the idea that you know you talk about these the Freemasons or the shamans like everybody, Genghis Khan. You talk about I don't know who it is, but they always want to get a certain kind of person. I can understand. I really truly can. And like if like it's at the point where like okay if you're over a certain number of years on this planet, you should probably like if you're over, let's say if you're over 30, you should well, I'll give people up to 30. You can do anything. You dumbest thing. I give people to 40 because I'm 41. I give people to. That's kind of weird to say. I said that a lot. I'm 41 years old. That's really weird. It's really weird to say. Um, you could be goofy. You could do all the dumb shit. I mean, I do dumb shit all the time, but I still understand like the larger picture, the larger dynamic. Yep. Social engineers, social conditioning, social distancing. What is social? Social means what is it? Is it society? Social means to interact with another being, like to talk, to interact. But you can't socially 6 feet away. I could be a million miles mentally from someone in that sense. This is more it's a mentality. Yeah, we're so close mentally. We're right there, but no, you can't be. You can't. You can physically be, what, 6 feet. And why don't they just say you got to be a million miles from people? How many? I mean, why is it 6 feet? What? Who? Hold on. Who is it that studied this? Like, well, out of nowhere, we got a vaccine that, even though it takes 7 years to produce such a thing, because they have to go through 5 phases. Five. It's a four. It's you get to stage four. You get to the phases of the how you show the efficacy of certain things you're going to. You First, it's a small trial group. I mean, it takes years and years. It couldn't happen this quick. But who was it? That's How did they know? How did they know that 6 feet? How do they know 6 feet? That's for me. Then you're good. Tell me to do something. I'm like, just get 6 feet away from me. It's your rule, not mine. Why are you in my place? Is it 6 feet because that's the grandiose uh, how far you need to be from here to about 6 feet in my two hands. I mean, if you're a little midget, if you're like 5 foot something, that's Still, you need to be. You should orc field. That's your orc field. Why not more? Mine is way bigger. Why not? Why not 10 feet? Would that be not what about 100 feet? I think it should be 100 feet. 1,000 feet. How about this? I'm gonna implement a new rule. No one that is any part of any government agency can come within 1 mile of me. Stay away from. That's my rule. It's my law. I've I've implemented this. I said it, so it is. Abracadabra. Amen. You cannot come near me. It's not. It's not good for you. You could get the thing. You could get the whole thing. It's gonna be healthy. Can't do it. Not allowed to. Because they figured it out. They said say we're wrong because 6 feet just it's like 6 feet and just stops. It just we're good now. Or if you're sitting down in a restaurant, if you're sitting down in a restaurant, it's that doesn't exist then. But if you're standing up and walking around, then it exists. But if you're sitting down, it doesn't exist. Well, how does any of this even? How does anyone even accept this? How do you accept this as something wow? How are you not complete when something to you? How do you not just go? You're an absolute idiot. How do you you're allowed to call it if a child and says something you go, oh no, let me instruct you. That's let me explain to you why that because they don't have logic and reasoning. They can't understand things the same way that you should when you're older. Right? You should understand things different. But now I have old people. There's old people around everywhere, and they talk like they're 2 years old. I'm all for. Um, do you remember back in the day? I didn't live during this time, but I was told that there was a segregation. So there's like black and white water fountains. Go over here. I was told this existed. I didn't live during that time. Uh, I think we should do that. I think we should just segregate people. I think everyone that doesn't wear a mask should be able to be where they want. People that have masks should go to we'll give you half the planet. You know what I mean? Give you half the planet. Just and that's crazy to give you even half of it because I think if there's that many people that believe this nonsense, I don't know what percentage is anymore. Just you stay there. That's fine. I don't want to go there anyways. Just be in my area. You can come in my area. And the funny thing is, people are masks. They're like, cool, you can come here if you want. We're not against you. But people that wear masks are always like, you're the evil doer. You're the bad one. You're the bad one. Can't have you around. You might get everyone sick because you're not wearing it. I'm like, you realize I haven't in years, and in fact, I speak on health and educate people on these things, and I don't remember the last time. I don't know. Yeah, I've made it abundantly clear. I don't care if you're sick. Uh, I don't. I like the Swinwits and the lady healers of Egypt and the Jesus figures and the people that would go and lay hands upon people, even the sick. And where that people are dying as contagious and everything. Those people would walk around with absolutely no fear of getting sick, and they would heal people. You think that doesn't exist anymore? Oh, it certainly does. There's plenty of people that walk around. Plenty of people that walk around without masks, and then weird. But everybody with the mask is absolutely sick. You're the filth. Honestly, we're happy to help. You can come into our area, but they'll never let us in. We can't come where they are. We can't go there. It's really it's thing that's completely so far beyond my comprehension of how who is enforcing this like the people that are TV. I watched the videos on my Instagram. You could check it out. Or go to YouTube. Check it out. It's this I guess dude really I can tell you're very emotional right now, and I see that you're almost in. Isn't that amazing? As soon as I tell the story, it just cuts it off. Doesn't make sense. The guy on this YouTube is laughing. He's laughing. Very obvious that he's laughing, and he's on camera laughing. And he goes, I just, these people need to, they need to understand the severity of this situation. Look, it's gonna, people are gonna be. He's just sitting there with no mask on, oddly enough, and he's just telling people, and he's laughing. But the person's saying, I can see you're truly emotional and crying about this. He's crying, he's laughing, and it's very obvious. But everybody else is like, yeah, he's obviously distraught about the thing. No, he's laughing because how much money he just made on stocks that he bought into prior to the thing, because they knew what was going to happen. They knew years ago. They're like, oh, look at the stocks that are being bought and sold prior to this and then during this thing. You'll see. You can watch when it happened. You can see who knew. There's plenty of people who knew. I mean, it's just so it's I don't. This is why I hope there's a zombie apocalypse. This is no fun anymore. This is not fun for anybody. So who's enjoying life right now? Do you know anybody? Yeah. I watch this dude's channel on the on Instagram, and it's this dude. This like he's like one of those like conscious dudes, right? Like, everything's like love and light and like he's a cool guy, right? I thought so. Probably still is. The picture of himself in some mountains in somewhere in Europe. I think it was Machu Picchu, whatever that place is, or somewhere like some just old ruins and hills everywhere, and there's no one for miles. It's just like few visitors, and he's taking a picture of him, and he's wearing a mask. I was like, there's why can't okay so why aren't the goats and they getting sick? Oh, that just doesn't affect them. It just affects humans, right? But he's standing there like in the middle of nowhere with a mask on. And then, man, it's funny, the mask actually matched his outfit. And I was just, ugh. You know? I mean, I understand. I understand that, got it. I don't want the bit, and you need whatever's in the business. You need it. Like you got to have food, you got to have this or that, whatever it is. Get it. Some places you go, you have to. But then other places, it's like, some places don't care. Some places really care, and I understand. I understand put a mask on occasionally, but to be out in public with a mask on, to be walking your dog on the sidewalk with a mask on is insane. All over the hallway it says, when I walk around here, I'll see wash your hands, germs. I'm like, there was a book that, and there's doctors that have destroyed germ theory. Like, I get it. Yeah, you should, well, of course, wash your hands, I guess. Clean yourself up, I guess. Okay, fine. But, like, alright. But then put on, per the guidelines of the Centers for Disease Control. So they've just told you, again, they've told you, so religion tells you're a sinner, and science is telling you you're all diseased. Remember that George Carlin bit? You're all diseased. This is what it's come to. This is what it is. Everyone is diseased, and factually, what's occurring right now is that everyone is diseased of the mind, and by your consciousness is being diseased, and you're making like good. The most disease I have is occasional hangover from drinking too much. That's about it. But and sometimes a little bit of belly ache, eating too much, right? Everything causes people a little dysfunction, a little disease. Well, disease I have is having to listen to people that wear masks. Okay, they don't understand the word. the PANDEM or the SCAMDE, that one. Like what? Like you don't even. Why every what? My question is, why isn't everyone already dead? See, said it and it's channel again. Did it again. Did it again. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything unscientific. It's you can go look at them yourself. You can look it up online. You can go look, whatever you're gonna do. There's like, hey, we got to keep the population to 500 million. Is that what they're trying to get it to? 500 million. Is that what it is? And there's 7 billion, so they want to kill because the planet is not it can't function with more people. We gotta. It's functioning. Everything's fine. In fact, it's overpopulated. Everything's working just kosher right now. Yeah, everything's fine. No one has a problem, right? We throw out more food. We throw out a shit ton of food. Yes, everything's fine. But then now we got to get it down to 500 million. So you got to kill off 6.5 billion people. That's what the suggestion is. And believing it. There's apparently we've caused so much. I don't know where's this pollution at that we're talking about. We got to stop polluting the air, and we gotta make it less people by about 90%, almost 90%. We just gotta get rid of all the people. Even though we could fit everybody on the planet in the size of Australia and give everybody a couple, I don't know how many acres, but you could give, we could fit everybody there. Everybody would be fine. But we have much more land than that, and most people are just stacked on top of each other in major cities. But if you go to the Midwest, there's no one there. You can go outside of a major city and you could drive for hundreds of miles and not see another human being. You know what I'm saying? It's just land, just sitting there. Yeah, overpopulated. Right. All of the things that we're told is like what is Rome? Like are we in Midgard? Are we in hell? Are we in heaven? Like, oh, we're in heaven. This is the greatest place. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's hell. I don't think it's heaven. I don't think it's Midgard. I just don't know. I just can't wrap my head around how dumb people are. It's just become so. mm, Can you do? Like I'm speaking, and I know other people are talking. There's some of you out there that, okay, if you believe nonsense, you're the problem. Honestly, there. Okay, if there is an evil in the world, ignorance and stupidity are in capital letters. That's and ignorance and stupidity is inside of people. And it's just something uncanny about how dumb people are. And I get, but here's the thing. The problem with my dilemma is always this. I understand why people they're trained to be this way, and some people, like Tupac said, growing up the concrete kind of thing. Most of us are roses. My on one side, my grandmother's name, and I know why I'd call her my grandmother because I wasn't related to her. She didn't. She was the only she was D person. She read the Frank guy, and I was like, and apparently gave birth to a bunch of, I don't know how many children they had. It's like a thing. Now that I'm thinking back on it, I think they had like six, seven, eight children. That's insane. They didn't like he didn't they didn't appear to even interact with each other. Like I'm like they were the worst people. I'm like, are you sure? Did you just buy these children? Nah, I don't know. It was really weird. Her name was Rose and Frank. Weird. But is this some sort of Rose and Frank? Let me be frank with you, Rose. Anyways, um, I don't know. I just don't get it anymore. Like I'm anybody wants. I'm seriously considering getting a boat and buying all of the drugs and just like let me just go and just eat all the drugs and float into oblivion and Because as much as I want this realm to be awesome, that's a possibility. It could be really cool if people would just stop being so completely full of shit. That people are full of shit because money exists. So hopefully they do the economy. Hope they destroy the banking system. Hopefully they shut that whole system down. Then people would have to be what humans should be, and that's more feral, more like undomesticated. They'd have to be like the wild animals. They'd have to rewild themselves. And wild doesn't actually mean harmonious. Harmonious is a funny word because the word is harm, which is actually not correct. It's another one of those. If everything's backwards, harmonious is actually healthy. So harm is health, and health. It's about 84, 1984, or kind of thing. I thought we were in 2020, which is about 20, 30, 36 years after 1984. Is that about right? 36 years. I thought. Yeah. And what year was the book Brave New World supposed to be set in? Like, okay, you know what? I'm not okay with 84. I'm okay with Huxley's Brave New World. You give me the Soma. I'm tired of this. Just give me, what I mean, isn't that why anybody does anything? Food, drugs, alcohol, anything that you consume or ingest is just to give you a different state of being because of how absolutely, like, people smoke cigarettes, like just smoking cigarettes just to feel a little different, to act a little different, to be a little different. I don't know. Anything that you do, I understand. Everybody has people's addiction to doing things is to alter reality because what they see is not like, if you're absurdly sober, and you would see what's going on. They have to drug themselves just to cope with reality, and reality as you look at it, as sobriety will tell you. If you look around, you go, this is weird. This is insane. Like, people are out. What's going on here? You say, what the heaven is going on here? I don't know. I'm trying to be as delightful. I'm trying to laugh and you know, help people to laugh more, to heal people, to help people. Heal as hell, right? And not interesting. Am I bringing you to hell? Oh, I mean, this is it's funny. It's always funny to me, but it's just like I've gotten to the point where everything I don't know what else to do. I don't even get mad anymore. People think I'm mad. I'm not mad. It's just so, it's just laughter. I can just things like I don't. It's like, just, you ever see a child that hurt themselves, and the child will look at you, if you're the parents. I mean, you could just be somebody watching, taking care of somebody's kids, whatever, and they'll look at you for instruction. They've fallen on their even a dog will do this. It's so funny. Whenever Meatwad used to do something stupid, she would like hit her head on something, or she, I don't know, goof around, running around, she'd run something, or whatever. Like, dogs do goofy things, and then she would look at me embarrassed, and I'm like, I would just laugh and play with her, like, and that's that same thing with a child. You gotta. If they hurt themselves, they don't know what that feeling is. If you go, oh my gosh, are you okay? And you get all excited and scared, then the child will too. Like crybabies. Go, oh, oh my God. No, you're supposed to go, haha, and you're supposed to laugh and have fun with it, and you make the child like, the child goes, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm okay if I do that. I mean, they don't want to do that again. They're not gonna, but if they do fall, they're okay with it. You don't, you don't what's the word, admonish. You don't make fun of a child, or you have fun with, if they fall off a bike, if they hurt themselves. That's what you're supposed to do. What's up, Afro man? How do I feel about warm soy milk with maple syrup? It's fine. I mean, think about the Asian culture, but here what they've done to soy is that it's so adulterated that it's not good. Soy milk is no good, not in the States. You could probably find correct soy, but if you look at the Asian culture, like there's a reason they eat so much tofu, which is soy, but they're fermenting and doing a bunch of different things with it that makes it very healthy. But what we have as soy milk, not so good. Maple syrup is great. Maple syrup is nutrient rich, dense. Maple syrup and honey are excellent. So is soy, but not here. This is why. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, just cut my channel off again. This happens like 6 times this show. Happens all the time. Haven't done anything. Standing, this is it's connected. Just shut it. Okay, that makes sense. So soy and hops are both, I believe, like chemical precursors for estrogen, feminizing, making bitch boys and soy boys. However, it's best form, and not for most beers, and not for this here. So, but honey, and maple syrup, good stuff. You go after a man. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. This has been fun. Hope you enjoyed uh, my lunacy, my ranting and raving, my absolute I don't know. I just think people need to. You listen. Like I'm just doing it as laughter to me. I'm not laughing because I don't know, 3 in the morning. I'm tired, but I couldn't get to sleep because I'm just like, it's trouble. It's troubling how impoverished the world is, and how it doesn't need to be because we live in abundance, and like how there is a they somehow. I don't know. They need to stop. They need to leave. They need to. There is a they, and it seems to be the people involved in the governance of things, the governments. It's the statists, the facts, the people trying to manipulate and control things through, uh, you know, taxes and shit. That needs to go. That's open source economy, open source information, open source every and getting rid of the overseeing of the financial obligations. Like it doesn't. There's no. People are like, oh, your energy is connected to water, connected to how much money you make. No, it's not. No, it's manipulated and controlled. This is much different. As much as they like to say currency is the current of the sea, and you know, they like to give those ideas. I do to a degree believe that, but currently it's been so manipulated for so long that like the Federal Reserve has nothing to do with the country. That it's somewhere over there. It's not ours, not here. I mean, what countries use the same system? What's their banking system look like? Who are these banks? I mean, hey, if you read the Bible, here's my question: if you believe in the Jesus Christ guy Bible, if you're a Christian, if you do, then how do you ever respect and, and the government? How would you ever believe in taxes? Didn't your boy Jesus flip the money changers table over? Didn't he do that? Isn't that a major story in the Bible? He was against what's called usury. It's because they're using you. They take 35%, 40% off the top. Like, here's all the work I do, and you just go, well, this is like the mafia things, right? What do you think it is? They come there, hey, pay me today, so to protect your business, and the business owner goes, protection what? Yeah, you might have a problem tomorrow. Uh, yeah, but I haven't had a problem. Oh yeah, but you could have a problem unless if you give us 40% of what we're making, you won't have a problem. We'll protect you from that. But what do you mean protect me from something that doesn't exist? Yeah, but we could probably cause a problem. Like what? So we'll just go ahead. You just give us a little bit of your money. We'll make sure if we're out front and we protect the place. But if I don't give you money, then you won't protect my place. Yeah, if we don't protect your place, then you never know what might happen. That kind of language, right? And that's what everybody. We're gonna pay taxes. We have to pay for the work we do, and we're gonna give it to somebody else. If I'm an artist, I go. I paint a picture. I build something. Why am I paying? Look at like if you understand how taxes work, you're gonna pay when you the income of your job, and then you go to the grocery store, and you're gonna give them another percentage. The grocery store tax you again. So I want food. Yeah, it's a tax. You want this food. You also gotta pay the state and the city and the county and the. But I just gave you money for the food. Why do I gotta pay a tax? Yeah, it's just you gotta pay the tax. Then I pay tax on my paycheck for working at a job, making menial labor. Yeah, but you can give money, pay a tax. You're gonna go buy something. Yeah, you need a car. Yeah, you're gonna pay a tax. It's just that needs to stop. It's just didn't Jesus and the whole it isn't it pretty against usury against the money changers against this whole thing. But Christians love to go to the church. They get taxed. They go to church and that Jesus doesn't know how to work with money. He needs more of your money. Seems a little weird. The church put a little back out here. Go to church every Sunday. What's up, Sin Corona? So we're gonna go to church every Sunday. Like, hey, I've been doing this thing here, which is this church. This is real church right here. I've been doing this for years, and you know how much I might as well have started it. I'd be better off knowing nothing, just reading a book, Bible, and standing in church, just going, well, Jesus said, and all this shit. And just hand you a basket, and you give me money every Sunday. Make thousands of dollars. Doing this is actually, I don't know, healthy, healing, helpful, and I make no money doing it. I make a fraction of what a preacher will say. But I just got my faith in the Jesus Christ. You got the extra cash. I don't think about having it. That'd be nice. If you want to float some my way, y'all know how to do it. It helps me to alleviate my stresses. I'm drinking a cola right now because I don't need alcohol, and there's nothing open right now. Normally I could just go to a bar, but this last year, nope, can't just go to a bar anymore. Can't do it. Can't go to a bar. So why? Because apparently, apparently in a bar, you definitely give somebody the virology thingy stuff that's happening. Not at a restaurant though. At a restaurant, you don't. It doesn't exist unless you're standing up. It exists, but not at Walmart. It doesn't really exist. Kind of exists at Walmart, but not. But if you have a small, if you have a small business, it definitely exists in a small business. So that you're gonna have to shut your doors. You can't exist. Mm, yeah, I'm not sure that you can be open. I thought there's gonna be like 6 or 7 people that walk in your store on a day. If you got if you thousands of people every day, it doesn't exist there. You can walk in Walmart because everybody's gonna be wearing a diaper on their face. It's gonna be just no. This no. I can breathe. Right. I can breathe the same way. It's not warmer. It's not, no. It's not my. There's nothing dirty on here. I'm not being. It's getting the same amount of oxygen, even though I can absolutely tell that that's not happening. But I don't know. But the doctor said it's okay. I should be doing this, and it's not making me sicker because a lot of sense. Completely, absolutely. Here, you know what? I think I might. I'm on my computer. I'll tell you the rules. I posted this on my Instagram the other day. I thought it was really funny. I was scrolling through and I was like, what's going on in New Orleans right now? Uh, how old is New Orleans? So apparently they already know that whole thing is going to get longer. They've already canceled. If you understand what Mardi Gras is, I don't know if you've been to a parade. This is not. This is weeks worth. I don't. Certain cities will do it. This has a kind of that's where it is, and where New Orleans is very famous for Mardi Gras. Weeks of just absolute awesomeness. Nope, they already canceled it. They already, because apparently they already know that didn't come February, March. No, it's people are gonna be sneezing, coughing, freaking out. So they just canceled it. Who that did pretty Christmas for most people. They told you can't hang out for Thanksgiving. Not that now here's the funny thing. It's not that I believe in Christmas and gay and stuff. I don't. And not that I believe in Thanksgiving because it's completely ridiculous. Uh, but I mean, but can't we just celebrate? Whatever. No, just no. That's not. You can't do it now. That's not gonna work. Too many people. Too many people near each other. You mean about 99% of people, if they get the sicky sick, they're gonna die. Oh no, actually a fraction of a percent. So about the same as to get the to getting sick because it's cold or something. They're getting a cold. Yeah, basically, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, but that's no, it's not that. No. It's just everyone is completely. You can't near each other, and so you socially distance yourself. Oh, that's right. Oh, physically is what we would say, but we're gonna trick you so much. We're gonna use the word social, which is not a physical thing. So hilarious. So you're telling me that 99% of people dying too close. Hmm. Dogs get it too. Dogs and cats and all the other. No, it's just it's specific to humans. So you're telling me that all these animals don't have two eyes, two ears, a mouth, a nose. You're telling me most of animals don't have all that? No, they do. That they have four legs. Have 2 feet and 2 arms. So it's kind of no different. They don't get it. They're gonna be fine. Oh, okay. Just certain, but certain humans. Some humans. Wait, most humans will die? No. No, actually, it's not most of them. I don't know. I don't know why aren't people? This whole thing reminds me of the scene from the movie called The Network. If you haven't seen the movie called Work, highly suggest it. Tell people there's plenty of time. Go watch it. He's like he's this guy's working for a TV station, and one day he just fucking loses it. He starts screaming. He's like, my life has value. My life has value. I'm not gonna take it anymore. This is bullshit. And he starts freaking out. And like, oh man, the producer of the TV show is like, oh, we got fuck, dude. He lost his fucking mind. And somebody comes in the office and says, nope, you don't want to fire him. You want him on every day. And they show the ratings. They're like, more people are watching this now. Bye. Hey, just let him do that. Just let him rant. And they just basically they gave him prime time, man. I think we gave him a raise or whatever. Like, the thing to me is like, how are people not? I understand why I'm not freaking out and upset. Like, internally, I'm just like laughing and going, this is completely insane. So stupid. I don't know, but everybody else is going. They're scared of it. What are you scared of? Just how do you not noticing that? Just turn that fear to that fear should be anger, not at people not wearing masks, but it should be at the people that are these deplorable humans. These whatever they are. Are they humans? Are they CGIs? Are they? I don't know what they are. Yeah, they should be upset at that. Maybe you should direct like everybody can get angry. Like we all misdirected emotions and anger at plenty of people that we shouldn't be mad at. Like sometimes you yell at your friend of yours, your mother, or your children, or you love. It's just misdirected anger. The anger should this thing that's happening, the people on the TV, the media, like, how is anybody okay with this? How are you not? How screaming on the street corners? Like the people that don't wear masks are not yelling at the people that have masks on. The people with masks on have misdirected finger yell at people with masks. Problem. Like it's just it's absolutely. I could understand in the first month if it was a real thing. Even if it, let's just consider it real, whatever. Okay, I could understand in 1 month. Okay, but now at this point, almost into 2021. This started in March, right? Huh? March 4th, huh? March 4th. It's March 4th. So now we're in December. We're almost to Christmas, and people you're not why are people upset at people like why am I not? Hold on. If I'm sick and everybody else is not wearing a mask, like it's been happening for a long time. A lot of people. It's like 9 months now. 9 months. Is that all right? How you do that? Yeah, the January, March. Okay, so March. It's almost 10 months. Huh? Who knows? Who knows how long it's been going on? 9 months. Mm, why am I not dead? Why am I not sick? Like, do you see me like coming out my nose and blood coming out of my eyes and ears? Nope, I'm pretty good. And in fact, I haven't been sick this entire time. I don't wear a mask. Only people I am sick at all, people wear masks. They get a little sniffly. They get a little, they get, I don't remember last time I was sick. I don't know. During this thing, huh? Apparently, well, I'm just a special one. I just have figured out that heard of this thing. It's an immune system. It's like don't animals in the forest have this? Like the and they're doing just perfectly fine. Interesting. But the whole thing, the virus is literally people's attitude that wear masks. They think they own everything. They think they want to subjugate and control everyone. They are literally a bunch of baits. They're literally like what I was saying earlier. This woman that told me I couldn't play with her dog. She's the definition of why the word cunt exists. You know, she was exactly why. She told me I couldn't play with her dog, even though her dog came up to me. I was like, "Are you sure? She's gone." Weird, weird. Another woman in the elevator. Where's your mask at? I was like, "Is that good? Is that good enough for you? What do you think's gonna happen? If this thing was real, everyone would already be dead. That's just I need to again and again say make this statement to people. You realize that everyone, if it was real, would have been dead 8 months ago. That's a fact. It doesn't just kind of it's not just a lingering thing. It's a lingering bunch of people just continuing something. It doesn't become real. You can say a lie all day. It's and you say it enough, you creep into people's conscience. Doesn't make it true. You can keep a lie a million times. It's still going to be a lie. I don't care. I don't care how these people that have studied psychology like why not let people be happy? What's the point? What is it doing for you? These people like how they get off on it, or they think it's healthy? They think it's protecting? No, they don't even know what's happening. What's up, Ryan Gamble? How you doing, man? Yeah, earn a living. Yep, earn. Yeah, good. This is why this is my whole thing is either like give me all the drugs and kill me now. Can't you just let us at least die happily? If I was old enough and I knew that I was in no good of condition to exist anymore, it's tough. It's tough knowing what I know and as healthy as I am, because I know how to fix anything on in the realm of unhealth. I can fix it. that I have plenty of things. I do things that are just to make myself somewhat diseased or sick. You know what I mean? And then I learn how to fix it. And so the fact that I can do that keeps me like this, right? But I kind of, if I was old, like if I was like, kind of just old on my deathbed, what would I do? I would probably, I'd find whoever has the best heroin, the best cocaine, the best MDMA, the pure molecule. I would just like MDMA, heroin, and probably a bunch of lines of. That's what I would do. If I knew I was going to die in a day or two, that's what I do. I'll go get on a boat with all my friends and buy all the drugs, and that's how I'd go out. Just be. it's this whole thing has caused. I haven't got laid in a very long time. It's obscene. It's an absolute travesty. Yep. I know. I was talking to a sexy black chick the other day at the building for a long time. But she got my mask on. Like I was like, you can take that off, and she would take it off for a second and start playing with it and put it back on. I was like, yo, I was like, what's up? You know, I was just two chicks I was talking to. I was like, oh, maybe I can scoop this, but they were mask wearers, so they were like, I'm like, do you just not fuck anymore? Like when you're having sex, do you put a mask on? It's really weird. It's a strange thing to me. The mask I had since this whole thing has happened. I've only like one chick I've been with. Uh, I wonder, like, do these chicks? It's funny. Like, do they wear masks during sex? Does anybody know about this? Do they do that still? I mean, or I don't know. I don't know anybody that. I mean, if you're not going raw dog, if you're wearing a raincoat on your genitals, it's weird. I don't know. I've only done it like 3 or 4 times in my life. Doesn't make sense to me. But here's the thing. Most chicks, a dog all the time, right? This is no correct, no, none of that. There's nothing there. That's fine. But we're gonna put them. They're gonna wear a mask and let you go raw. Is that what's up? I don't know. How does this work? uh, got to be a fetish. I don't know. I just you can't like bar to go to. There's no go. Like, what am I gonna do? How? What am I gonna get laid? To have to. I've considered it a couple times, but I getting onto the online shit. I guess maybe what's popping these days? What's good these days? What do you just put like I don't wear a mask, or are people are people in their um, I don't know what's the dating app these days? What's everybody using? What was it? The Bumble and the Tinder and all that, whatever. Uh, oh, you drinking the Roku gin? Yeah, no Roku stuff. There's a couple. I think they do a really good whiskey too. The gin is really good. I think they do. The vodka is good. I don't like the vodka. I think they do. I think they do the gin, the vodka. I don't like the vodka they do. Yeah. I mean, so I mean, what's the game here? Like, is that what's left? You just gotta I gotta just go down. I mean, do people wear masks? They're like taking pictures of themselves with a mask on, like, or hey, I don't wear a mask. Hey, you wanna get all unmasky with me? Like, and they're like, nah, I'm not gonna. How do you go on a date anymore? Like, literally, you can't go on a date. Not that I ever really went on dates. I don't take bitches to restaurants. I don't do that. But like, how do you? I can't go to the bar. There's no club. There's nothing. There's nowhere open. Right? It's 8:50 where you are. It's like I don't know what the fuck time is it here. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 3:50 here. 3:50 a.m. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, what am I gonna do? I can't. Normally, what I would do out people. I could go out during the day or the night, whatever, and there'd be humans that I could interact with, and there'd be the female version also very much interact with, or I could go to a restaurant, hit on the chick that's serving my table, whatever. No, not anymore. I don't even know what these people look like. What am I supposed to do? Yeah. Walk around a grocery store with my man. How are you supposed to kiss anyone? Like, isn't that like isn't that kind of like the immediacy of intimacy? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Mhm. Kind of put your, isn't that not how it works? So how am I supposed to hit on this chick? I don't know. I mean, but whatever. But I don't like thin, right? I don't like thin lips, and I probably wouldn't date you. I probably wouldn't go out to the bar with you. I probably wouldn't, you know. How many times? Here, I got a question for all of you males here, females too. How many times have you ever had uh, intercourse with the opposite sex? I mean, if you're into dudes and you're a dude, whatever, or if you're a chick that likes chicks, it's cool. If you're a dude that likes dudes, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Just keep that shit away from me. Yeah, I don't care to make out in public either. I don't, I'll slap you on the ass. I'm cool with it. I'm not against it. But if you do make out, if you kind of messing with the other sex, how many times have you ever had sex without kissing someone? It's really interesting. I mean, mostly you would have sex with someone else with them if you paid for it. But I've never paid for sex. That's ridiculous. But I have had relations without kissing someone. That's yeah. When you're in a long term relationship, that will eventually happen. But I'm talking about like first date, second date type shit. That's, mm, that's heavy duty shit right there. Hey, really? Never have? Really? You never? The animals are the animales. Yes. Zero, really? Oh, it's such an interesting. That's funny. That's funny from you, Ron, because you're such a looking dude, and because you party as much as you do. Really weird thing. I've when you go to parties, when you go to raves and shit, when you having like, especially all the drugs going through your system. Oh, certainly. I mean, sometimes you just want to out until like you know kissing on certain drugs, right? But then sometimes you're like, nah, let's just get to this. What? I am. What is? I don't understand. I don't understand that I'm Greece. I don't understand the. Is that? I don't understand that. Guess I could kind of consider you're greasy. You're greasy. Like you're a greasy motherfucker. It's like Lupe, like getting greasy. So you're okay. I said, yeah, you're over in Australia, right? So it's summertime for you, which is then why we can prove that Christmas is a religious, like Christmas and Santa Claus is a religious towards the northern people. You're like it's down here. There's no Christmas trees. There's no. You're in the summer. It makes sense there be Santa Claus. Connected to the you know the northern climate. That's what it's connected to. It's connected to here. There's no deer. There's no deer. There's no reindeer and uh, amanitas there. No, you don't have that. Yeah, yeah. All girls are wearing the active gear, but they also have the mask on, huh? I don't know. I mean, there's a chick that I could. There's a couple chicks I could mess with right now. There are actually a few, but it's not worth it. It's funny, all of that I could mess with right now, they're all I never knew about funny because I've only met like one stocky chick off of this thing. Only one off of here. I mean I've met other chicks off of here, but the chicks that like other cities I live in, not so stalker type. Down here, the chicks that I can mess with, they're all stocky, very stocky. Yeah. Stocky chicks are usually they have self confidence issues. no matter what. Even if they're like, I've been with chicks that are like really good looking that don't realize they're good looking. I'm like, what's who told you you're not? And then you don't want to blow their head up like, oh, you're so beautiful. Da, 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 da. Can't really do that because they're not gonna believe you anyways, right? But like, yeah, just mad stalky bitches. Hey, Synchrona, yeah, man. I mean, this is how I am. I don't know the funniness. Yeah, it's just things that it's just how I live my life. I don't know how else. How like especially now. It's funny. Like all of the shit I've done in the past, it's spurts and moments of funniness that I've got stories on top of stories on top of stories of funny. But like now, it literally there. What else can I do? Like there's nothing left. There's nothing left to do but to fuck with people. I don't see any other way around it. It's either I can look you in the eyes and I say, hey, fucking good to see you. I'm glad to see you not wearing a mask, or someone's wearing a mask and I'm just like, I don't know, like what am I? How do I interact? There's no way to interact with them, so I'm just gonna be funny about it. It's reached a climax. It's reached a point of absolute absurdities. Yeah, the ones that don't know, they're pretty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, kind of. I mean, because if they think they're hot shit, then you're not gonna have a very good relationship. That's for damn certain. She's definitely. You're not the only one in the bullpen. If they have a little bit of self confidence issues, then they're probably gonna. Chicks that used to fawn over me. I to some degree it's cool. I just wish it was somewhere in between. Like just be modest about it. You know. But chicks that would fawn over me, I was like, all right, I knew she would never. I knew some chicks would never cheat on me. Like some of them never. And other chicks, I'm like, you is too good looking, and she knows it. I was like, oh damn it, you're probably gonna be fucking somebody else, because like you know, if I can pull and you're allow me to, then somebody else has got the same kind of game I do, and there's plenty of dudes that are better looking than me. Yeah, I do. It's like I know, like I've been with a chick, and dude looks at me and just starts hitting on my girl right in front of me, and I'm just like, what are you doing right now? Like, why are you doing this? Like, and I'm like, if I wasn't here, she would fall for it. I was like, fuck. Yeah. So that's the chick that just uh, some shit, I was like, damn, she's dumb fine. And then it's like, oh, fuck, but shit, it's not just mine. It's like, it's basically like, you go, that's our girlfriend. Like, oh, fuck. Like, like, is everything just a fucking, is everything just a porno now? Is that what everybody does? Like how many chicks online now are just selling their bras and panties on the whatever the thing is they do now. It was a chick that I was dating for a little bit. That at first I didn't realize that that's. I always wondered how she got money. At the beginning, I was like, no. I was like, okay, but she would just never tell me. I was like, and I was at one time she took it as so I was like, hey, like, I don't care. Like, I will happily risk that I was like, it's very obvious what you do. Like, yeah, I was like, she was super fine. Like, I would have definitely like, wifed up. The fans only bullshit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What's up for Mango Bay? The man. Yes, listen, I have insecurities, but you do have those chicks who are a little more insecure. Yeah, yeah, yep. There you go. That's exactly it, man. Yeah, the fans only shit and the what's the other one? The what do they use? Snapchat. I always call Snapchat Fap chat. Fap chat. It's like dudes that just I'm like that's a chick that I knew. How did I meet her? I think I met her through like Tinder or something. So like that's all right, right? But she's like, then she's like, I turn my Tinder off. I was like, that's cool. That's fucking awesome of you. But then, then I was like, you also say, it's like, oh, she's got a fucking, she turned her Tinder off, which is, that's a big move, right, in a relationship. But then I was like, oh, but you got the Snapchat. I was like, oh, it's like if you still got the Snapchat, then that's, that's so there's no, you know, you can if you somebody on messaging apps if they're on the you can kind of scroll back. Oh shit, no, this bitch is. Oh, you talking to this motherfucker? My Snapchat just deletes. Like, oh shit. Like, apparently, I can't get no dirt on you. Like I don't know. So also I think I'm gonna probably go into business. Pimping bitches out. I'll pimp you guys out too. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna buy my underwear. You know what I mean? I know there's enough chicks that I know that I could probably like, yo, y'all trying to see the chick's underwear. You trying to smell her fucking coochie? Her fucking trying to smell her rug. So chicks, I talked to a couple of chicks on it. I was like, yeah, do you want to do that? I was like, just get paid. Like, I don't know. I don't really, keep it from a distance. From a distance, can't really. I don't know. It's kind of like, is everyone just to like what is with this distancing and all this shit that's going on? Like, what is left? It's either people like that have live in the same that are fucking on camera, so everybody else can like pay them to watch them. I don't know. I just never understood that. Porn is free. I don't understand how people pay for it, but they do. It's weird. You never did the yeah. I mean, right now saying Corona, like I'm kind of feeling like in a sense, I'm just like whatever. It's just like I'm not even like I'm also not even I'm almost asexual at this point. I'm like not even interested in sex and to some degree. But like obviously like good food and good sex and good it's all in the same boat. It's just like I don't know. Tinder is just like ugh. I'm gonna do this again. I think I probably at this point I would just swiper no swipe right on all of them and be like yo let's just get to the point like I don't even want to interact with you like do you want to fuck or not like I think that's at the point that I'm at like we're fucking and we're not fucking. I mean it's always been that way like if I dated like when I meet the chick like I think only maybe only a few times in my life has it ever taken more than one date. Like if I meet somebody somewhere, like like it's pretty fucking like that's it's like you ever check you ever go out with that chick that goes, just so you know, we're not having sex tonight. I was like, oh, you just said we're definitely having sex tonight. Like that's what goes through my mind. As soon as she says that, I'm like, who said anything about sex? You did. You're just you did play that game. We're not having sex tonight, just so you know. Like, oh, and as soon as she says that, that's 100% guarantee you're getting laid. 100%. Not that that chick doesn't even say it like, but pretty much 98% chicks. If you're not fucking the first night, like you don't. Uh, oh yeah. Oh, the Asian girls. Oh man, I haven't. I really like. And I told you this the other day. In order, it's pretty much black chicks, ethnic, and then Asian because they smell good. But yeah, I haven't had an Asian chick in a long time. I really, really like Asian chicks. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, I'm not asexual. I got a half a chubby right now. I'm like, kind of like, where can I go find myself an Asian broad at? Not a lot of Asian women in New Orleans. Not a lot, which is fine because I'm okay with you know, the different ethnicities. I like the probabilities of and pulling you know a, a dark skinned, a brown skinned girl. Yeah. You know that song by that song Brown Eyed Girl by what is it, Van Morrison? Is that Van Morrison? They didn't because he was talking about black chick. So when he came out, the song was in like what, the 70s, 60s, 70s. Yeah. So couldn't put it on the radio. Had to turn it to Brown Eyed Girl. Yeah, there's not. I mean, I'm looking around. I don't. It's few and far between. Other cities I've been in, lots. Yeah, It's interesting enough. But mainly what's left is more. There's more. Like here, there's enough white girl to lane, but then they go to this side of town, and it's like completely completely melanated part of town. And I appreciate that. I don't like white girls mostly. I don't know. Sometimes. If I'm in a pinch, a white girl will do. And especially with that stuff, I don't know what to do. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to take a nap now. It's good to see you. Hope you enjoyed this ridiculousness, and I hope you're enjoying the ridiculousness of all of this. But you should definitely, inform people. I don't know how I'm doing anymore. Are you gonna yell at these people? Apparently, that's all. You can't reason with people that wear masks. They have no logic. They have no brains. Just go. You just yell at them. Fuck them. What are you supposed to do? Don't let them belittle you. Don't let them with their lies and ignorance tell you what the fuck to do. That's where we're at. Um, have a beautiful day. Be weird. Be creative. Enjoy yourself. Make some music. Make some love if you can find a woman or a dude. Well, um, yeah. And also, fuck off. Good to see you. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.